It's a big stage and a big match here in the second round between two Americans. Good crowd in despite the weather, despite the challenges, I'm sure, of getting here over the Queens as well. Those that have made the effort, hopefully, will be rewarded. It'll be Coco Gauff to get it underway.
Keep an eye on the serve of this young kid as well. It's something that at times has betrayed her, but she's been working hard to stabilize the serve, especially the second.
I think we looked at the serve, didn't we, a year or so ago, and there were concerns. She still has a fairly high double fault count if you look at it on the season, but some tough losses coming in the last few weeks of Sloane. She's been close. Lost a lot of tight matches. 4 in the third, 5 in the third to some good players. Something you expect her to do. She'll look to go after the second serve, and that is somewhere we don't want to be.
No kidding. These are the remnants of Hurricane Ida that did so much damage to Louisiana. Hundreds of thousands of people without power after it came through there. Hung there for days before moving on, and now it's moving north. It's supposed to be around for tomorrow as well. Look at that. I mean, that's like being in a car wash.
Of course.
Okay, you got to tell me. You talked to Coco's agent, Nick.
I did.
Tell me what's going on with her shoes.
Yeah. So if you take a closer look, I think it's the. I have to check. I think it's the left shoe.
All right.
She's actually got a QR code on her shoe tonight, which they're experimenting for the first time. That effectively is inviting fans to watch the action, who are watching the action, to get their phones. They can scan it. And if they do so, they'll get a message, a personal message come up via her YouTube channel directly to yourself.
What?
Yeah.
Not live. She's not sending messages during the match.
Well, that would be tricky, wouldn't it? She's good, but not that good, Mary. Pretty cool, though.
I don't. You act like I know what a QR code is, so thank you for that.
15.
Darian King is a player from the Bahamas, and he's been working with Sloane of late.
Good family friend, isn't he?
Yes. Barbados, I should say.
13-15.
Bahamas. Already. Okay. Game 2, I've already made an unforced error.
They're both nice, though.
They're both nice.
Well, the majors, isn't she? If you look at her record at the majors, it's really impressive. Sloane. Is that reflective of her mindset in terms of just likes to play in the bigger events, a bit more up for the bigger events, do you think, or just coincidence?
I mean, I'd like to think any right-thinking professional tries to peak for the big events. And Sloane is a terrific clay court player. We got to the finals of Roland Garros. I mean, she's truly good on that stuff as well. Again, so much of that having to do with the way she moves.
Had some issues in the camp over the last couple of weeks. They had a couple of people going down with a bit of illness, so they've had some changes in the last week in the Gauff camp. A couple of physios and hitting partners went down. So it feels like she's hitting her spots a bit better on serve, doesn't it, than she was 12 months ago. Accuracy's a little more improved.
That's the kind of rally that Sloane Stephens wants to create beforehand.
Left for serve.
Serve has got a lot of turn, doesn't it?
They scalloped around it, didn't she?
Yeah. So some early sparring taking place out here in this first meeting between these two. It's Gauff with the early lead.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, can you take a seat, please? The players are still waiting. Thank you.
That's the famous honeydews, that drink. In the spirit of the U.S. Open, I've downed quite a few of them in my day.
I've been hearing about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you one.
Good approach. Not easy, it was a low one, but she kept the depth.
15.
Actually won 12 fewer points than Madison Keys in round one, but as we know, eventually came through in a final set tiebreak.
Those are rich points to win.
Absolutely.
Including and especially the final one.
39. Fortunately. Game Stephens.
So just the 1 point dropped on serve. Sloane.
2 games all for sets.
Will rebuild the ranking. It dropped down outside the top 70 for the first time in a long time, just a few weeks ago, and she's currently sitting just inside the top 70 this week. As we just remind you to go to usopen.org, download the app as well, cheer on your players, track the scores, highlights there, interviews. Keep across what's happening here at the US Open.
Good to land.
Hold so far, huh?
Good change up as well. It's gone with the wide serve a lot, but serve down the tee was very effective against Lynette in round 1 on that and juice side. And it's been serve dominated these opening 13 minutes. The returner not having too much of a set. It's 3-2.
3 games to 2 for sets.
Hasn't actually made a final since the season-ending championships in Singapore. Now, who have we got here?
Final seats. Quickly, please. Thank you.
The Gotham crew.
Pride night.
Very cool.
Celebrating the Pride movement all day long at the Billie Jean King USTA National Tennis Center.
So adept at changing direction on the ball, isn't she, Mary Sloane Stephens? So natural the way she moves the ball around the court.
Silky, huh? Wow, she leaned on that one. I also think that at times Sloane doesn't as fit as she needs to be, and if she's not fit, she doesn't move the way she can move when she's playing at her best, and that means she can't redirect. She doesn't have all the variety at hand. That's beautiful done.
Even on a ball like that, where it could have been awkward, just the hand skills required here, isn't it? I mean, there's a little bit of spin on this one, but look how she just adapts with the hands.
Yeah. That was away from her, and she still controlled it.
Game Stephens.
Just the 3 points in total won by the returner.
3 games on for sets.
In his opening 6 games. Talking of pride, do you feel that Sloane's pride has been hurt a little bit, Mary? Is she the sort of person that, given what she's achieved, given where she's at now, any sense that it hurts a bit to be where she is in the world rankings? Do you think?
I don't know. I think at a certain point,
15.
Sloane knew enough to stop listening to all that noise. I really believe that. I'd like to think so. But Nick, just that embroidered that whole idea. This kid, Coco Gauff, grew up with social media. She grew up with TikTok and Facebook and Twitter, all that stuff. And so she's inured to it, you know what I mean? It's in her bones. She understands it all. She takes advantage of it. And at least so far in her young, tremendous career, she seems to know where to put it all.
How do you manage that, do you think?
I don't.
So it doesn't be, no, but if you're in her corner, is it, given the distractions it can be?
Well, that's why you need good people around you. I mean, you need a very solid ball club. In terms of your parents, obviously, but then your agents and your publicists and people who aren't dragging you around the whole world because the money's good, playing an EXO hundreds of thousands of miles away from where you're supposed to be. But I think she does have a nice solid ball club, this kid. She has become the prototype of a young, successful athlete in this world today.
Indeed, and she leads 4-3 here in the first.
Leads 4-3, first set.
Of course, Team 8 are behind her, aren't they? The management group, Roger Federer and co Tony Goldsick set up the photo shoots. Fast and furious so far.
Gauff is serving at 68%, Stephens at 77. Those are fat numbers. This set could be decided by the quality of the second serve. Who gets the better look?
Getting a little fortunate.
15-9.
So when Sloane is inside the court as much as she's already been this set, that's a good omen for her.
Had a good match to Stephens here last year. Was to Serena in 3 good sets. Wasn't much in that one that day.
Fitting.
Long.
14-15.
A little wild. Took the pace out of the serve, got the reply she wanted. For the first time, there's a little bit of pressure on serve.
advantage. Stephens.
Just when she hits forehands, as she can, Sloane, it doesn't look effortful, does it?
Just got a little note actually from the team down in Hawkeye, Mary, telling me that the forehand somehow Stephens is up considerably in terms of pace. Evident from this particular finish.
I love how she gets out of her own way in shots like that.
Really swing arc, isn't it? You see how far away in terms of the ball is from the body.
Yep.
Maximize the power.
It's Coco Gauff's 4th ace.
Catching it a touch late.
15 on.
It's like a wrestling, isn't it? In terms of there's a lot of balls up and down the middle. As players looking to kind of push one another off the baseline.
Fifteen, 13.
Let's see that second serve. What we were talking about, 87 miles an hour. Sloane recognized immediately that she could go after something like
15,
that.
14.
And now we've got first break points of this opening set.
It was a telling blow, wasn't it, off the return? Really nowhere to go for Gauff. Be careful here as well. The serve clock is ticking down rapidly. Serve has disappeared temporarily for Coco Gauff, and as a result, it's the former champion that makes the first move here on Arthur Ashe. Some horrible conditions currently outside. Champion of 4 years ago, with a chance to serve out set number 1.
Love. 15 on.
Need to serve quite a bit, doesn't she? Let's use that kicker to try and set up the big forehand. There's Dad. Emily, of course, both were athletes, parents, weren't they? Good athletes as well.
Thirteen, 15.
Sloane Stephens first.
Got a few looks at second serves, as Murray was saying. Both have maintained very high first serve percentage throughout. Maybe 3 minutes. Stephens with set point.
Juice.
That's got a whole lot.
Advantage.
Centre frustration is beginning to build. Finishing that manner. It's the forehand of Sloane Stephens that's been the most dominant shot on the court so far. As a result, she takes the first 6-4.
By 6 games to 4.
And still trying to find her best tennis again.
Second set, Gauff to serve.
For an up and down season. Good here so far tonight.
A lot
of focus on the serve. She has had a number of different coaches as well in her young career. So we know that Patrick Mouratoglou has a decent say in her game.
She comes right back after a reset, doesn't she?
First game,
set down in round 1.
Let's
not forget.
Now, see, some of these people are doing what they're supposed to be doing, wearing masks, because now with the roof on, this is considered an indoor space, and New York City laws say that you have to wear a mask indoors. There sure seems to be an awful lot of folks who didn't get that memo.
Vaccination as well on arrival. It was implemented just a few days before the start of the event. All fans. Terrific tennis. Gauff will feel perhaps as though she should have won the point, but you have to admire the defensive skills of Sloane Stephens.
15.
That lob of Stephens is the shot that broke open the point.
Didn't with the first serve at all, well, as she lost 5 points when Stephens has made the first. Frustration, wasn't there, in that return?
And so far, nothing but poise from Sloane Stephens.
Stephens
continues to shut out her opponent.
1 game all
behind her own deal.
She's serving at 79%, Nick. That's a pretty gaudy number.
The danger of serving into the forehand when you don't get the width, isn't it? That was right in the slot. What a finish that was. Because it was an excellent defensive lob.
13-10.
Treated it like it was a serve. That's a beauty. Another fine lob from Sloane. And she goes big on the swing volley.
It's 14-15.
A couple of near misses, and perhaps just half a chance that is passed up there. 17-year-old stays ahead in this second set. Stephens has proved herself to be a very good major player.
Just missed that one wrong.
Superb return. Set the point up beautifully for her.
Don't you like how much Gauff likes the net? She wants to be up there more than most.
From 6, she is in the forecourt tonight. So she has come in, she's made it count. Surely it was the right move.
She's trying to smile it off. So that's her coach. And she had a lot of options. Somehow she picked the dead wrong one. And she has some open water to hit into. She could have dragged that cross court tight. She could have done a lot of things. By the way, her coach, Sloane's coach, has got a brother. Taryn's brother, Christopher, is a coach for Sasha Bigger. Alert viewer Mike Cation told us that.
Advantage, Stephens.
Too many loose returns on these big points at the moment. Oh, the 17-year-old.
She's got pretty big takebacks, doesn't she? And her return game will get better once she either tightens it up or speeds it up. It's a little bit like the guy we're seeing next on this court, Stefano Tsitsipas. He's got elaborate backswings as well, and it gets him in trouble on his return game at times.
Yeah, your return game will be under the spotlight on a quicker court like this one too.
Exactly. It's a pretty skiddy court.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah. Fall through second.
Love it.
How do you sit on court speeds, Marion? So much discussion in recent times.
Sorry, rather her third. Where do I sit on?
Do you think we should have some quicker courts around, a few more quicker surfaces put down these days?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Touch. Couldn't have hit that any better.
As you see these two play on this quick hard court, you've got to be mindful of the fact that this match could be played on grass, on clay, outdoors. I mean, is there any other sport that's played on so many different surfaces? Any? I don't think so. So that just adds to the interest level.
Sharp reactions initially, but just couldn't recover her position. And the problems are mounting.
Game, Stephens.
Sloane Stephens in a very dominant position now, looking on course for a spot in the third round. She's up by a set and a break. What has this young lady got in response here? She's been outplayed so far. What she is going to have to do is to start to put a few more balls back in play off the return, because there's a lot of free points Stephens is picking up.
She's
going consistently to the forehand, isn't she, Mary?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Looking a little brittle.
Game, Stephens.
This is going by too quickly now for Coco Gauff.
New ball place. Stephens leads 4-2, second set.
So some extra encouragement coming from those inside Arthur Ashe. A lift. The 17-year-old. A greater effort.
Sloane Stephens like forehand.
13%.
Isn't it? It's all a little hurried at times. Time Time is beginning to run out. See, the balance was off, wasn't it?
13-14.
Ball toss way too far in front as a result. Body collapsed, the arm came down quickly.
The fourth double fault. And the point here, and Stephens gets to serve for the match.
Let first serve.
Really is one against the odds. Second serve has been taken apart this evening. Crucially, gets away with it there.
Let first serve.
Tremendous defensive backhand. Couldn't have put it in a more awkward spot.
Stephens.
Pretty little steps that Stephens uses to set herself up, get behind the ball, huh?
Once again on the cusp of a double break. Very clean, crisp first volley, wasn't it? It had pace.
Advantage, Gauff.
She'd gotten what she wanted, Nick.
Just wondered, Mary, as well, if she's aware of the presence of Stephens on the other side of the net, just how well she moves. Yeah. Maybe that's just forcing her to go for a little more than she might otherwise opt for.
Just makes it look so much easier than it truly is, doesn't she?
It was a sensible backhand, wasn't it? Initially, just asking the question, gave her no angle to work with. The first volley. And that has missed its mark. And Sloane Stephens, utterly dominant out here on Arthur Ashe, the former champion. He's heading towards the third round. It's 5-2. It's been a composed performance. It's called on her considerable experience.
and 15 love.
A good mix, isn't it, of offense and defense. When she's had to defend like that, she's been quite happy to make the extra ball. Allowed her opponent to miss.
Yeah, just a thoughtful performance from Sloane tonight. But honestly, Coco will get a lot of information out of this match.
40 love.
Her return game has got to get better. And she's still got to work on it. I feel like taking a screwdriver and just tightening up some of these strokes of hers.
Yeah.
Not much, just because obviously she wants to swing freely.
Game set match.
Sloane Stephens books her ticket to round 3 here in New York. Overcomes Coco Gauff. The 17-year-old was not able to produce her best tennis here tonight. The former champion, quite the opposite, looking good. An hour and 8 minutes. She's through.
I'll tell you what, Nick, that kind of form wins you majors.
Sloane Stephens, you've had so many great memories on this court. It's only a second-round match, but you played beautifully, particularly your forehand. How important was your forehand?
Okay, I didn't hear much of what you said, but...
How important was the forehand?
The forehand was key today. I wanted to come out here and really execute and play my game, and I was able to do that well, so I'm really pleased with how I played.
I'm thinking of my sign language.
Well, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate the fans being here. We haven't had fans, and you guys are unreal. Being in New York and this atmosphere is always insane and incredible, and you guys bring the energy every time, and I think tonight we really played off some good energy, and I really want to thank you guys for coming and supporting, because you guys mean so much to us.
You have to understand the rain is so loud on this metal roof that it's hard for Sloane to hear what Pam Shriver's saying.
You've known Coco a long time. What message would you like to give to Coco tonight?
I love Coco. I think everyone knows I love Coco. Like at the end of the match, I said I love you. But I think, she's such a great player, and I feel so lucky to have seen her grow up and play from when she was like 8 years old. So I've seen her game really transition and change, and I'm really proud of the player she is, and the girl she is, and the woman she's becoming. And I know there's going to be great things ahead for her.
What about a message to your mom, like the other day?
Hi, Mom! Everyone say hi to my mom. She doesn't get to come often, so she's happy to be here.
It's her mom, and next to her mom's sister.
Thank you so much. I know it's a tough night to hear anything. It's not much better outside Arthur Ashe, but great playing tonight. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you guys again for coming. Appreciate it. Love you guys.